Mm-mm-mm-mm. Share your referral link. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, fam. I decided to continue the conversation I was having in the car. And this is just what it says. These are random skit thoughts with ReRe. So I'm going to try to go through as many skits as I can. But the main one that we were talking about was the Jocelyn Rafie skits. And I want to first off just say fabulous job. Absolutely fabulous job to um, I'm gonna give all of them their love right now, whether we like them or not. I'm gonna give everybody their love right now. Dominique did a fabulous job last night, acting wise. Jasmine today, I didn't know what Jasmine was finna say. I thought she was finna say she got SA'd or something, but phenomenal acting on Jasmine's part. Um, I will say, as far as the females, they bring it with the Mike Bliss kids. I had to give it to the females. Absolutely bring it. I think all of them evoke emotion. I'm talking about from Elena. I think Elena is great. But Dominique can't nobody play crazy like Dom. Well, Shayla. Dominique and Shayla can't nobody play crazy like them too. Um, but yeah. So hats off to Jasmine. Uh I don't think I've ever seen she's always been a good actress to me, but today she showed her butt. She did really, really good today. Hey Sakia. Yeah, the women in the My Blessed Kids, they bring it. Not to say that the men don't, but the women, they bring it. So shout out to them. Um, I don't know what to say about this Jocelyn skit. I think that so my random thoughts of review on that is I think that and y'all the blue stuff in the back is because I'm trying to soundproof my room in case I start working from home. I need to trying to soundproof the room. So when y'all see the blue stuff in the background, that's what that is. Um today. I think that okay, Sakia, shout out to the notifications. I think that Jocelyn needs to come clean. I think it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly whenever she come clean because she broke up. Rafie had a real chance with a baddie, with somebody who really cared about him and loved him for him, and he messed it up for Jocelyn. He left that for Jocelyn. He sacrificed for Jocelyn more than once, even by giving her all the bricks so she wouldn't go back to the lifestyle. And for her to sit up there and say that she's not physically attracted to him, I've never been so disappointed in a fictitious character in my life. That hurt my soul when she said that. And I knew that she wasn't necessarily um, the best thing, but baby, and I do agree, Sakia. I think that Rafie, what he said to her last night. Now, Rafie, people be sleeping on Rafie. Rafie act his butt off too. Whether Rafie joking or whatever that emotion is, Rafie be acting his butt off. When he act mad, you feel his anger. When he hurt, you feel his hurt. So yeah. KC May 21. I haven't been watching Jocelyn Skits unlike her character, but as J Diva Queen Pen, where she shines at the role. I agree. I agree. She's better at being this, like the queen pen versus a soft heart. And people, as I said in my when I went live earlier, people were all over me when I did the short, and the short probably still up, and it had Jocelyn and Ralphie up there together, and I said, "Will this last?" or something to that effect. And people, "Oh, you're being negative. Can't nobody be happy. You're being negative." Well, y'all see why I was being negative. Because even though these characters are fictitious characters, even though it's make believe, in real life, this is how people move, y'all. This is how people move in real life, unfortunately. People doing this stuff in real life, y'all. Going behind each other back. Look like Jasmine done got snaked by somebody. But is Jay, y'all tell me this. When she said Jade marrying him, is that one of the people in the bridal party? Please let me know. Is that some of the people in the bridal shower? Let me know if y'all know. But I think Jocelyn gonna be really go have a come to Jesus when she find out um that Dominique was the person that told about the pregnancy to Ralphie. She thought it was her sister or somebody else, but it was Dominique. Y'all, I got a feeling. I got a feeling. I got a feeling that Mike go bust up at that wedding with Sonny, dressed alike in the colors. That would be the ultimate clapback. Not really, cause really, Sonny shouldn't take him back. Honestly, she really shouldn't take him back. I don't think. But you know, that's just my thoughts. Okay, Casey May. Yes, it does not fit her like all the skits or about relationships. Nothing else they got to give us other than other kind of storyline. There may not be a wedding watch. Yeah, that either it's not gonna be a wedding and she gonna come clean with him up front, or there is gonna be a wedding and it's gonna be stopped. It's gonna be one of the two. This to me, this storyline is giving Anthony and Amber, except that instead of Jocelyn doing like Amber was like, "I'm gonna be a good wife. I'm gonna be a good wife." Jocelyn like, "I don't even know if I want to be a wife." She already got cheating in mind before she get married. And this is the thing that I hate about marriage and weddings and stuff like that. That's why I say if I ever get married, I want to marry my best friend. I want to marry somebody that is bigger than how they look. Is bigger than a sexual connection and all of that. It's something that's for a lifetime. So I'm just not. It's just so phony to me now. Like if I ever get married, I want my actual wedding to be private. Amen. I just want to be private, just me and whoever I'm marrying, and then we'll have a big party or a big reception afterwards. But I don't want a big wedding because I feel like weddings are for everybody else. The cake tasting, the all this other stuff. Let's focus on us and not focus on the wedding and not the relationship. Yes, yes, yeah. Don't focus, Casey. I believe in you. Don't focus on the wedding. You focus on the person that you're marrying. It should be intimate. It should be private. It should be alone. It's gonna come out about Mike and Lisa. Yeah, I think Mike goes go so hard on Dominique. Either what's his name, Jacoby, go get drunk or something. Because remember, the only people who know right now is Mike, Lisa, and Jacoby. Because Miss Gladys is gone. She didn't tell nobody else. Did Jacoby tell anybody else? Oh, I think Rafie know, right? Y'all keep me if I'm wrong. Does Rafie know? I believe Ty will interrupt the wedding. I was thinking that too, Antoinette, that that he might interrupt the wedding, but now I don't know. I'm like Sakia, it might not be a wedding, but we'll see. We'll see. But this whole thing, like Jocelyn just moving. The Jocelyn that I know from Skitland, she wouldn't move like this. Like for her to even consider or put Dumney, that's what I call it, Dumney, to even put Dumney as a maid of honor or put her on a pedestal still behooves me. Cause a real one, you ain't finna snake me like Dominic snaked her over Terry. Not snaked her over Terry, but believed Terry over her and broke up our friendship over Terry. And then we come back, you my maid of honor? No, 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 sir. Not that I'm saying keep a grudge, but baby, not my maid of honor. Amen. So yeah. Let's see. I'm reading the comments tonight, y'all. I ain't just talking tonight. I'm reading the comments. Let me see. Yes, Rafi, no. So Rafi don't know. So Rafi don't know about Lisa, y'all. But I think Jacoby go get drunk and he go spill it because Mike acting too holier than thou about his about Dom's situation and about Jacoby's situation. He real judgmental for somebody who been cheating with somebody with a whole wife or with a whole husband. J Diva would never move like this. She used to love rap as her teddy bear. Yep. But obviously, Ty might teddy bear and a snake. I mean, I don't know. So we gonna see what happened next with them. Next up is one I don't talk about often, but I do watch it, which is the Bethany skits. The Bethany skits, they are the hot items, but that it's so many triggers for me in the Bethany storyline. One is Bethany started an argument. She is so toxic. She every single day she yelling or fussing or something. It's triggering to me. And that's what really gets me about the Bethany storyline. It's too much. It's too much. The anger, but I say all that to say Bethany is a hell of an actress. She's a good actress. I can't wait to see her in the courtroom. Some things Bethany was right about, but sometimes you can speak things into existence. Like even putting a thought, maybe Brooke would have never had the thought of sex in her mind if Bethany wasn't pushing it, if that makes sense. And I've told people my story before where I wasn't thinking about sex when I hadn't even halfway kissed a boy before. But one of my aunts, she's be always say, "You better get that girl on birth control. You better get that girl on birth control." The day they gave me birth control, I lost my virginity. The day, amen. Because I feel like it was a go ahead, and I feel like with the Brooke character, I relate to it because sometimes you're not even thinking about stuff, but people will plant a seed in your head, and then it happens. And now she being reckless. I'm still concerned on the fact that she said you didn't know how to use the condom. So does that mean he didn't use it right? So I'm kind of thinking with that storyline, I'm kind of thinking, is she gonna end up? Is Bookie gonna end up pregnant? Since Shire moved to ATL, Bethany got worse. Yes, she did, Antoinette. She did get worse. Yes, she did. Unfortunately. Um, Larry. To me, I've never seen love in this marriage. I've never seen love in this marriage. We seen a little bit of it when they first introduced Larry to the skits, and we found out he was a black man. We seen a little bit of family. She's always been, I feel like, a family type woman, but I've never seen love between them. Like they have no, they like, I'm sorry, they like Tamara and Wayne almost. It's no chemistry between those two. As far as Skitland, I don't know what go on in real life or whatever, but as far as Skitland, they have zero chemistry, zero. And now I'm skipping around a little bit with the Wayne and Tamara character. It's almost like now he's like, I pay you, do what I say. That's what it's given. Or my name on the podcast, so I can do what I want to do. I ain't got to consult with you. And that's kind of disrespectful. That's not a relationship. That's not a two-way street. So to me, he's now treating her like the trophy girlfriend instead of a girlfriend that he loves. So yeah. Antoinette Burke says, I believe Bethany was a rebound. I could believe that. I could believe that. Sorry, y'all. I love this cranberry juice. Also, about the Tamara and Wayne skit, I'm eager to see how this is gonna go as well. Um, I think Lauren may shoot her shot at Wayne. I'm not sure where that storyline is gonna go now. Because at first I thought Lauren would tap in and Lauren would possibly cheat with him or what have you. But now I don't know. But since the Dan situation, that was a skit I wasn't expecting to like. But the Lauren Dan thing, yeah, it kind of grew on me. I like his crazy. I'm sorry. The crazy characters, they funny to me. Like what's that girl name? Genesis. Genesis is funny to me. She makes me laugh. Ooh, Casey May say being real. I want Wayne to remove himself from the skits altogether and just stay behind the camera because he is really not that like what the person self hard to watch. The only thing I say, like I said earlier, I feel like every man, every man who comes to Skitland as a real man ends up being emasculated, or they end up looking stupid, or they end up looking like a simp. Every single man that came to Skitland as a man. And to me, that is that's a hard pill to swallow. Because the black man gets emasculated enough in real life. The black man gets belittled enough in real life. I hate that we have to see it and make believe. Anthony Dalton came to the skits as a good man, a businessman. He came to the skits that way. Brody came to the skit as a man who was with his family, who didn't condone what his daughter was doing. He just wanted his daughter to be taken care of by her baby's father. He came as a man. They made him cheat, move in with a whole different woman. That ain't cool. The next thing, who else came to the skits? Help me out. Deuce came to the skit. Even though he was coming from prison, he came as a man's man. A man that wanted to take control of his household. A man that was about putting his house in order. Then y'all get rid of him. Amen. And then Hollywood come back and say he ran away with the taco lady. Come on, man. Chad was a man's man. They didn't emasculate him or anything. They just took him out the skits. Greg came on as a powerful producer, alpha male. Now he's a simp over Dom. Then they had him, the platinum, you know what, to Dom. Rashad was always kind of goofy, but he wasn't a bad guy. He got put down to all he could do was handle business. Yep, Mike Bless too. He came on as okay. As one of the Mike Bless hasn't been destroyed a lot. To me, the Mike character is more comedic to me. He's a womanizer, but his character funny to me. Every time I see them feet rubbing together, or him eating, or with all the designer stuff on, Mike is comedy to me. He's not. I don't look at him as a character like deep acting. Even though I've seen him in deep acting roles, I don't see him as a deep actor. But he's funny as hell. I love Mike. When Mike funny, he funny. And when he make himself, the thing about Mike's character, I think he allows himself to look stupid purposely to be funny. You know what I'm saying? That's what's funny about the Mike character. We've seen him get serious a few times, but for the most part, he's funny. That's how I look at him. Um, Rafie. Rafie what came out, when he came to the scene, alpha male, whatever, more than once. With Momo, they made him look stupid. Him leaving really Sade to get with Jocelyn made him look stupid. The only man that I feel like they've still allowed to be a man is Ron for now. For now. Ron is the only man that has come to the skits as an alpha male. And they still have allowed him to be an alpha male. I don't know if it was in his contract or what. But he's the only one who, to me, hasn't turned simp yet. And I'm saying yet used loosely because, and this is no shade against the actors or the writers. I'm just telling you what I see, what I feel looking at the skits. There is not, I can't think of one real man. Right now, Dave is good. But what are we all thinking in the back of our head? What are they going to do to emasculate or make Dave look bad? And if it comes, once again, we have a that's what I'm looking back at. Once again, we have a character we're waiting to fail because all of them at some point fail. The character Diesel came on originally, yeah, King, what you call it, the COVID and the shingles or whatever. he was able to leave on top. And I hope that he's able to come back on top. That they won't just totally destroy his character as well or make him some type of womanizer or, don't let him win. We're tired of the men losing. Why can't there be strong alpha males? Every man loses in Skitland except Wayne. Wayne has never shown himself losing. Never. As humble as he may be in real life, in Skitland, he's never took a L. Never. Never took a L. And that says something when everybody else, Casey, Casey said in the way they just left Diesel's storyline up in the air after he performed that great acting is strange. Very strange. Very strange. I'm just telling what I know. Very strange. Very strange. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying it was very strange. And it's like, let's see the black man win. Hell, let's see the black woman win. The black women in the skits really aren't being, put on a pedestal, whatever. Why does every woman have to be sneaking her friend or snaking her friend? Why can't there be good women? I love the relationship between Rolanda and Natasha. Rolanda and Natasha relationship is so strong, and I pray that they don't break that one up. I mean, we live in a world of negativity. We live in a world of sinister activities, of backbiting, backstabbing and things like that. We don't need to see it on the screen. Even if it was three, I think I said this early. Even though if there were 3 out of 5 skits that were positive, that would make it all worth it. I mean, we see women fighting each other on the Housewives and the different shows, and they battering each other and stuff. Give us one storyline with hope. With and speaking of hope and faith, they triggering. And yes, there are a lot of kids out there that act like they act, but when do they get consequences? Give them some type of consequence, because otherwise, you're gonna have some young girls watching it thinking that that is okay. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that it's it's all right. And it's not okay. It's not all right. Amen. Let's see something positive. And I mean drama sells because I love the drama that's going on with Jocelyn and them. I really do. But the men, we just want to see one strong positive man. And I promise you, what's gonna come with Dave? I don't see how they can make, I don't know. Unless Dave knows somebody that knows somebody, it's only a matter of time. Either he got a wife somewhere, he with Melissa, either behind the scenes. I can't even get serious about him. Dave says all the right things to Amber. He says all the right things to her. But then, what? Who else came on strong? Kendrick. Kendrick was a strong black man. And then he turned to alcoholic. They turned him into alcoholic. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. All of them end up saying Uncle Doodoo was okay. Then they gave him a gambling habit. And these things happen in real life, y'all. Honey Pot Daddy still safe. We don't see him a lot, but Honey Pot Daddy is still safe for now. Still safe for now. Even Bo Arby came on. He was a good man. Then he turned in. I can't say that Arby really. His character wasn't made bad. He just got done wrong. I won't say that he was stupid or dumb. He just got cheated on. I'm really sitting up here thinking, y'all, trying to think about somebody who made it. Larry, Larry put his foot down, but he don't. Larry talk a good game, but he don't just like really put his foot down. But I think let me get back to that storyline. I think him and Bethany are the example textbook of not loving each other but being married, just to be married. because they don't show no love. I don't think I've ever seen them kiss. I mean, I think it was done for the shock factor with Larry and Bethany. Oh, she acts racist, but she's married to a black man and got a black stepdaughter. But they never showed love between them. I think maybe one time when she got drunk and it was like, oh, okay, maybe this the fun girl he fell in love with. But other than that, no, you never seen any love with that couple. Um, Shara or Lynette, that comes up a lot. Shara or Lynette. I'm not sure which one that Larry would be good. To me, Lynette just laid back and she just herself. There's not chemistry with her and Larry. But Shara and Larry, Shara makes Larry smile. So I can see Larry and Shara raising Brooke. Well, she already grown now, but I can see Larry and Shara together. I think that would be good. And if they ever brought back Jesse, maybe Jesse is for Bethany. Amen. But I wonder how they're going to transition if she goes. I don't know if she's filming now or whatever, but word on the street is that she got a deal like with ABC or something, which kudos to her because she's a damn good actress. Anytime an actor or actress makes you hate them or love them, they doing their job. So the fact that so many people hate, cringe, dislike Bethany means she's doing her job because she's probably the total opposite in real life. Same thing I was telling someone about Shayla. When Shayla did her interview, and on Shayla's like IG page and stuff, Shayla seems like she's a real sweetheart. Now she still seems like she tell people what's on her mind, but she seems like she's a real sweetheart. She talks about God a lot. She drops a lot of scriptures and things like that. So she seems like she's a sweetheart, even though in Skitland, she's the opposite. Same thing with Angelina. Angelina is a very deep thinker and brings up great topics and stuff on her page, but she's a villain in Skitland. So a lot of them are the opposite of the roles that they play. And some of them may be sweethearts in real life and sweethearts off. Mama Brenda, she has a whole Facebook page where she does the um, scriptures and stuff like that. So there are, we have to understand they are playing a role. And I said all that to say they are playing a role, but I just wish that we could see more, at least one storyline. And I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping that that one storyline would have been Anthony and Amber. I still think they may get a divorce, go through all of the motions, and end up back together. I just don't see, because there's been a main storyline for so long with billions of views when they give us what we want. I just don't see that going away. That would be like all of a sudden Shayla disappearing. Shayla is one of the biggest characters on the show. We waiting for that crash out. The audience is waiting for that crash out. We waiting for her to bust Amon now. So I don't see those characters going away, even if they have to circle back the storyline. Like I don't see Amber being with Dave. I don't. If he survives, like Ron done survived a long time. I've been waiting for the breakdown of Ron. I thought they was gonna make him abusive or something like that, but baby, Ron been lasting. He might be the only alpha male left that ain't been destroyed. Look at some of the comments here. And that Shauna lady is working my soul. That storyline is a little pointless. I thought they were gonna do more with Shauna's role. Um, I love me some Keisha. She should stay there. Keisha and Amber, I think, will make great friends. I don't know how they're gonna do it in the storyline since they have her as an employee, but I think Keisha and Amber have great screen energy. Let's talk about Noel and Dalen. I think they just don't know what to do with Noel and Dalen's character. He's another one. Dalen was a good guy. The worst thing that he did in Skitland was keep the affair with Shayla and Anthony a secret. But other than that, he was a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like his character was, thrown to the wayside. It's like every woman he get with, he get done wrong, and then you bring back the main character that did him wrong. I think if they would have kept that storyline going with Noelle, Noelle had became the biggest villain. Noelle had became like the star of that storyline, and then you made her just go away, and then you pop her back in. So it's like, what? Like, where did that come from? Ron came in writing his own storyline from the start. Oh, if that's true, maybe that's the reason. Let's see, I'm just reading the comments here. But yeah, I'm ready for the twins to get karma. Let me see what else storyline. The D storyline. Eh, D storyline used to be one of the strongest ones. So he is a great actor. So I'm hoping, I don't know who's writing his stuff now, but it seems like there's a difference. When those skits were going, the Mike Black skits with the whole Rico now, that was the bomb storyline. I felt like I was watching like a crime show or the what they call it, the Sopranos or something. That was a good storyline with Mr. Wong and all them. And then they tried to make him go right, and it was just like, and that's why I say some of the toxicity, some of the bad stuff. You know what Eddie Murphy say in Vampire in Brooklyn. Sometimes bad is good. So some of the stuff that was kind of not good, not inspiring, it was good. It was good acting. It was good storyline. It was good writing. But now it's like it's more of the same. Like we've had three different storylines, maybe more than one, where the homegirl cheating, Jocelyn and Sade, homegirl cheating with the friend, boyfriend or ex. Then Shayla and Amber, and then Delicia and Shayla. I mean, how many storylines we gonna have with the same thing? And not Jasmine, somebody in Jasmine's life, either her friend or her cousin, one of them cheating with it, finna marry her husband. How many times we gonna get this storyline? We got it. Homegirls cheat with a best friend's man. We don't need not one more storyline like that. Then you had Don cheated with Natasha, man, twice with her baby daddy, and then with Charles, and then Charles came back. It's like redundant. I promise you, it's more deeper writing than the same all around the world, the same song. It's just the same old song. Every storyline, give us something different. Give us the backstories. I think Wayne told Mike to tone it down because Mike D and JD was storyline winning over all the Casey. I think the opposite. I think Wayne told Mike to pipe it up because I have to give it to that storyline though. He does give us when Miss Gladys died, getting run through there. That was funny and shocking at the same time. Because if you're somebody who's a common, doing commentary on it, we all had ideas of how this would end up. That Gladys was gonna flip the script on him or something was gonna happen. Nobody seen that coming. I kind of seen Mike and Lisa, but it was one of them things that I couldn't believe it until I seen it. So that was another one where he was like, "Are they gonna let him do that? Are they gonna let him do that?" He done it. So I can give that to him about his storylines. The storylines, they're not always as predictable as the other storylines. A. Noel says, "Yes, stop with the pregnancy storyline. I don't want nobody else to get pregnant and we don't know who the baby is, and they take a test at home. That's another storyline. We don't need that no more. Y'all done that. Been there, done that. We don't need no more of that." Ernestine is a good actress, but her storyline is mm, kind of unbelievable a little bit. And the reason I say that, and again, I want to say again, she is a great actress. She has her own like acting company and stuff. So I'm just giving my random thoughts. If I was in Atlanta, I'd probably try to be in one of the classes or something. But I think with her storyline, it lost its luster when she took on Trey. And then it's kind of like for her to be such an alpha female or a dominant female, to basically being strung along by somebody younger than her is kind of unbelievable. Like when I look at the Ernestine character, she would have been on portrayal. Like you ain't gonna get no job or nothing like that because you don't even see them really being intimate and together anymore. Yeah, that's what I say. She's a great actress, and her poetry is off the chain. Before they showed the one that she did here, I followed some of her stand up and some of her poetry nights. Her poetry stuff that's online. She is cold. The girl is cold on that open mic, for real, for real. Antoinette says she believes that the cousin might tell on Diva. Diva better tell on herself, or one of them cousins is gonna tell. My thing is, is she gonna give a birthday party to the cousin if she do? What other storylines? I think I covered them all. Libby and Terry in Genesis. Misunderstanding. That's one that's kind of bounced all around the place, and they kind of throw something out there and see if we go catch it. I love Genesis crazy. I love Kiki crazy. But it's like Libby now is kind of being overshadowed, and we know Libby is the ultimate crazy. Libby is another one who's a good actress, but I think they went so many places in the storyline that you get lost in it because it's so many. It's too much going on. But Genesis and Kiki together, oh my God, that is so funny. Like I need all of them to live in the same house because that's gonna be some crazy fun. But I think they just did a little bit too much with that one. And the main character who came in that skit, which would have been, I guess, Terry's character, because he's the one who all of them have in common. It seems like that we're losing Terry, and it's like the Genesis character, the Kiki character, they're becoming bigger than that skit, if that makes sense. I'm just looking at the comments over here. Mm-hmm. When Mike was having D and Diva in the drug game was top tier. Yeah. Yep. I don't think Libby or Genesis really pregnant. Mm. It looked like this morning that Libby might not keep hers. So how do y'all think that the trial is gonna go with Bethany? Because I'm thinking that this gonna be interesting. If Bethany defends herself in that lawsuit, I think she's gonna absolutely lose it. I think she's not gonna be able to question them and keep her cool when they give the answers. And I think that's where she's gonna lose the case in that regard. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this gonna go with her defending herself. And will her daddy step in again? Because now you're gonna have I do want pregnant to be pregnant now for Mike. That would be crazy if she get pregnant again by Mike. I think her dad is going to be disappointed. This is what I see happening with that part of the storyline. I think that Dominique's going to run to Greg. She going to be like, okay, you got Mike. I'm finna get your daddy. And I think that Dominique, I think they're going to go to the extreme. I think that Greg go propose to her, or Greg is going to end up marrying Dominique, and she going to end up being Sonny's stepmother. Y'all heard it here first. I think Greg gonna marry her, and I think um, she'll be Sonny's stepmother, and that's gonna be the spite. That's gonna be her clapback against Mike and um, Sonny, and I think they're gonna be a power couple. And then, in true Dominic fashion, she gonna cheat again because Greg don't do it for her like that. If Greg did it for her like that, she would have been got with Greg because he got the money, he got the power, he got the house. She didn't like him like that. So I think she'll end up cheating probably with Jacoby because they always keep it in the circle, keep it in the family. So she's probably going to end up with Greg. I think she's going to marry Greg, and she's going to end up being Sonny's stepmother. Shayla needs to be careful because Queen Tamara has been in the gym, Alexis. What? Shayla needs to be careful because Queen Tamara has been in the gym. I ain't seen that one. Alexis, I'm gonna have to come back, Alexis. My Alexis gonna go off. No, she didn't. So anybody else think Shayla? Baby, Shayla is on the Shayla is flying as we speak. Shayla's something. Have y'all noticed at the end of the month when the numbers getting ready to close out? Something big always happen at the end of the month. If it's not Shayla busting Delicia, something big gonna happen with the Jocelyn storyline. It's one of the two. Because it seems like right now that they're letting Mike step it up with his skits. So either something big finna happen on Mike's skits or something big finna happen on Shayla's skits. We know ain't nothing big go happen with the Anthony skits right now. They may, in my opinion, these are just ReRe talking, random skit thoughts. Either they're going to let Anthony finally see Dave so he can get in his feelings again and make the little faces, or something big go happen with the Jocelyn skits, or something big is gonna happen with the Shayla Nam skits. It happens every end of the month. Every end of the month this happens. So we can get our popcorn ready. I think this weekend gonna be full of fireworks. Or they could even let we know the whole Ernestine thing finna come out because now the other Mrs. Johnson knows that the other Mrs. Johnson knows that Ernestine was a dancer and she know her name. So when she call her by that name, I'm interested to see how she go act. Also, another big kicker, even in the Bethany storyline, could be: are the twins finally going to be arrested? Or are they going to be arrested um, for jumping Destiny? Casey May 21. Shayla sick, listening her mama about watch people around her. She said today, Iman need to go through a chain of command when he's talking to her. Yeah, it's coming. Please let her defend herself and make a fool out of herself. Yeah, but we know something big finna go down. Something is about to hit the fan this weekend. Between tomorrow and Sunday, something big gonna happen. Or I would say at the end of the month. Between now and the end of the month, something gonna hit the fan. Mark my words. Amen, amen again. Skitland, it will deliver. Which storyline it will be, I don't know. But it's finna be a kicker in one of them. One of them that's gonna leave us like, which today was one. And today is what? The 21st. The twins will find out they're not graduating, fifth year seniors. That's what I think. Something big will happen this week. I don't know what it's gonna be, but something big will happen. So this is random skit thoughts with ReRe. Before we leave, give me your random thought. Whatever your favorite storyline is, and I'll read it out loud. What do you think is gonna happen in the month April? Or what banger do you think is gonna happen within the next week? Or within the next 10 days? Because it's 30, is it 31 days in April or 30? It's 30. So within the next 9 days, what do you think is going to pop off in Skitland? Do you think it's going to be the Mike Bless skits that's going to turn it up a notch? The Shayla skits go turn it up a notch? Will it be the one we didn't think we liked, but we started loving the hate, or whatever the fake maybe with the Lauren and the Dan skits? Noelle says the twins will find out they're not graduating, fifth year seniors. Could be. Could be. I feel like I'm missing some good skits. Anybody else have a prediction? Do y'all think the podcast gonna happen this month, or they go do it the beginning of next month? Sandra Smith got a good one. She says she thinks Larry's gonna ask Bethany for the divorce. Mmm, that could happen. Oh, they just put it up 35 minutes ago. Larry walks in the house ready to have the divorce conversation. Iman meets Delisha at the hotel. These are the ones that are going on now. Wayne's sisters discuss having a family meeting. Y'all think that's personal? It sounds a little personal to me. Like Let me tell y'all, just because I just had a special, amen, the bank ain't open. This ain't the Bank of Wayne, Bank of Coley. This Rose, I'm tell you a skit that has pissed me off. And I'm gonna use the word piss me off. This Rosie and DC skit, the only way it wouldn't piss me off if somehow maybe it's not Jada's not DC's. But if she's DC's child, this skit go piss me off. At first, y'all remember DC didn't necessarily DC came on the scene in between, but he wasn't as bad as they making him now. How you gonna let this woman tell you that your child ain't yours? It just seems like I hope Erica doesn't allow her character to be diminished like that. Oh, her dude, what was his name? Lawrence came on an alpha male. He left, and he was a misunderstanding. He was a good man, loved Erica, and now where's Lawrence? Another one bites the dust. And they tried to do a whole different spinoff with Lawrence, and that didn't work. Then they tried to bring him back and put him with her. Now they making poor Erica. Now the baby ain't his. Come on, man. Okay, so Casey says, Random, I think the podcast gonna come about at all. It's all gonna fall apart before it starts. But I think in real life he's starting a podcast. Bethany's going back to jail. Alexa, explain what she gonna go to jail for. And somebody just said, I skip Ernestine. Oh Lord. Yeah, Rosie, misunderstanding. I thought they were gonna build her character up to be bigger or better, but it's like they never really gave a foundation for her character. I think she has the potential to be a great actress if given the right lines, the right roles and stuff. Um, but I just feel like they never gave her role a foundation, and now they making her look, some type of way by saying that Jada not DC's. Yeah, they really have made. Yeah, they just keep diminishing DC's character. Well, y'all, if it's nothing else, that's been Random Thoughts by ReRe. I got about 4 or 5 skits I see that I need to look at, especially your mom one. We go see y'all. Will Shayla catch that flight that she didn't catch earlier this week to see what he doing? And do y'all think, I think that Delicia purposely said, I'm styling him on. Delicia is trying to throw hints out there. She throwing it out there for Shayla to catch. Like, I think she's moving reckless on purpose. I think she's moving sideways on purpose because she wants Shayla to find out. But a heap see and a few know. We go keep watching as well as praying. Auntie finna get caught up on the skits, and I'll see y'all later. Or Nook and Book. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Thank y'all for joining. Click, like, and subscribe. Click, like, and subscribe. Click, like, and subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.